Hello and welcome back to another episode of Roblox Stepford County Railway. My name is Wizzy, you can also call me Wizzy, and today we're going to be driving some more trains on Roblox. Now, last episode we did some more Airlink, so I think what we're going to do is, we haven't done Waterline or Express. Last time we did Waterline and Express was in episode 11. So I think we may do some, let me take a look at Waterline. So there's like 2 routes we haven't done on Waterline yet, so I might as well do that. And Express, we haven't done a couple things on there either, so we're gonna do Waterline first. And what's this train look like? So yeah, we'll do this train. We haven't done this one. Apparently I didn't have this one listed on the list. 165, I just had 165/1. 319, 379, 508. Yeah, that's the only one that wasn't on my list, so I'll have to add that to it. So I think we'll do that one. And Newry, Connolly, Newry to Esterfield. So we'll do Newry to Esterfield. We'll start with that one. Start on the Esterfield side. Okay. Now it has been, I think, a couple of weeks since the last time we played this. In fact, when was the last time we played this? I feel like I said, it was a couple of weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And here we go. Okay, so while we're waiting on that, I'm going to adjust my spreadsheet slightly. Is there another train here, or is that just me? So it was the Newry, so we just gotta keep this route, which is why I selected it. There's another train here. What time do they leave? Probably same time as me. 2:57. They're doing the same exact route as me. I'm sure they're gonna probably try and go before me, so might as well let them. It's usually what happens. It's crazy. This is the 15th episode of this series. I'm gonna wait for them to go before I close my doors. There they go. So if anybody watched my Transportation Tuesday video on Tuesday, I mentioned that I've been having issues with my lag and stuff like that. And so what I did was, like right now I'm not even using my right monitor that I mentioned I use, or that I mentioned in that video. And one thing I did was I did lower the resolution on that from 4K to 18 or 1080 or 1920 by 1080. Yeah. So we'll see how the lag goes. I did do a test run on Train Sim World 4 afterwards with the recording and everything, and it still had a few hiccups, but it did seem like maybe it was slightly better. But like I mentioned, I still definitely need new computer parts at some point. That's just going to be the underlying thing. But yeah, once I hopefully start working, I can start saving up to get new computer parts and maybe eventually put it all, or put all the old parts back together as an older computer or an old computer, and I can use it as like a server or something like that for like my Minecraft server instead of having to rely on a hosting website. And this is a 2-car train. I remember seeing that. Pretty good.
West Benton, Faraday Road, Eden Quay, and Newry. This train is formed of 2 coaches.
And so the next route we'll do once we get to Newry is we'll do Newry to Connolly. And that is actually the final route that we have not done yet for Waterline. Now, granted, some of these routes we've only gone one direction in, but we've done at least one direction on every single route for Waterline after the next route. And at some point, maybe I'll do the reverse direction on some of these. So don't stop here.
Please stand back from the platform edge. 2 Waterline, service to Newry.
And then once we do that one, I think then we'll switch over to Express. Now, one thing I did do as well, not related to this at all, but I did, before starting the recording, I did remove some songs on my playlist. They're just songs that I don't know, I just don't really care for. So I decided to remove them.
Service to Newry. Calling out Cambridge Street Parkway, Benton, West Benton, Faraday Road, Eden Quay.
This is Airport West. This train is for Newry.
2 coaches.
The next station is Cambridge Street Parkway.
I think no, I'm only one of 2 guests in this server.
Welcome on board this Waterline
Oh, a little bit of a slowdown up here.
The next station is Cambridge Street Parkway.
Now we're going to be crawling through here for a little bit, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully, well, I had a job interview last week, and so I'm hopefully going to hear back from them soon. They said by the end of this week, so hopefully by today as of this recording going out, or video going out, or tomorrow. I haven't seen anything yet so far. I think we're most of the way through the slow zone here. Well, maybe about halfway through, maybe a little over half. But we're getting there. So going back to my spreadsheet, Express. I thought we did the 801 at one point, but apparently not. Or the 800 series. Because we haven't done the 802 for Earlink or 801 for Express. And those are the only 2 services or operators that have the 800 series. So, yeah, might as well do the 801. Almost out of the slow zone. Almost there. The speed limit's going to go down to 75 up here, but that's fine. Still faster than 5. And then I think pretty much after we do the express service, that will probably be just about it for the video.
We will shortly be arriving at Cambridge Street Parkway. Change here for services to Connolly. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Benton, West Benton, Faraday Road, Eden Quay, and Newry. This train is
There's that guy that was on my train before, but apparently he left or something, and then
Train is for Newry.
now he's back.
Station is Benton.
I know, speed limit's gonna go down a or just up here.
This Waterline service to Newry. We will shortly be arriving at Benton. Change here for services to Stepford Airport Central, Greenslade, Leighton City, Morganstown, Port Benton, St Helens Bridge and Stepford Central. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
21:05 Waterline. Service to Newry.
5 guards on duty and 3 dispatchers, or 2 dispatchers rather.
Eden Key and Newry. This train is formed of 2 coaches.
This is Benton.
I'm just looking at this name. I'm like thinking they are not nice Canadians. Obviously they are. I mean, this is just funny though. Speaking of which, once I start working or start getting a little bit more money, I'm hoping to go back up to Canada, go back to A&W. It's been a little bit since I last went up.
Welcome on board.
In fact, I think the last time I went up was actually in like January.
Calling at
Or was it February?
Faraday Road.
Let me see, because I went to a different part of Canada, or different town, city rather, and I came back a different way, and there was a
We will shortly be arriving at
old train station.
Please mind the gap.
February, middle of February was the last time I went up. Six guards on duty now.
21:07 Waterline. Service to Newry. Calling at
Nope, 5.
Eden Key and Newry.
This is West Benton.
Now, of course, on Tuesday when I did, I know I keep jumping around from what I'm talking about, but that's fine.
Faraday Road.
So I know on Tuesday when I went back to Train Sim World 4, it had been a little bit since I played that, and I kind of got the hang of it again.
Welcome on board this Waterline service to Newry. The next station is Faraday Road.
Probably play that again for next week. In fact, I'm not going to record that right now, but I think after I record this, I might actually record
Please mind the gap.
next week's Minecraft video. Because at the point I'm at right now, I don't really want to do anything that's not on camera at this point.
This train is
Because I feel like everything I want to do, I should probably record. Not like it matters, but
This is Faraday Road. This
yeah, I think I might at some point too maybe start a maybe once I finish this Minecraft world, I might start a modded series again. I just started playing a modded Minecraft world again.
Waterline
just a couple days ago. All the mods 10, which is actually for 1.21, which is awesome. So we're only a couple more stops away from the end of this route.
We will shortly be arriving at Eden Key. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
At Newry only. This train is formed of 2 coaches. Platform
That, I think, might be the train that left
Waterline, service to Esterfield. Calling at
Esterfield at the same time as me.
This train is for Newry.
Cambridge
The next
Street
station
Parkway,
is Newry.
In fact, they're going back to Esterfield, it looks like.
Connolly, and Esterfield. This train is formed of 4 coaches.
Welcome on board this Waterline service to Newry. The next station is Newry.
Of course, like I said, once we get to this next stop, we're gonna reverse direction, go a different route. Now at this point, I'm definitely gonna stop guessing on when
Here for
version 2.0 is coming out,
Please mind the gap between the
because
train and the
I would
platform.
think it would be out by now, but obviously not.
All change, please.
And I thought with the other updates that they had done, it was going to be fairly soon, but we're into August now. And, still no update. And I know I've mentioned this in other videos, but the updates are becoming longer and longer between.
This is Newry. This train
Because I remember when they used to update,
change, please. Thank you.
seems like every month, every other month or whatever. But now, the last major update was like, seems like almost 2 years ago at this point. You know, maybe a year ago, but they've been mostly just focusing on upgrading the trains again.
The train now standing at platform 1 is the 2140.
Going to these
Service to
newfangled
Connolly.
mesh trains.
Calling at Eden Key, Faraday Road, West Benton, Benton, Cambridge Street Parkway, Ashland Park, and Connolly. This train is formed of 2 coaches.
Welcome on board this Waterline service to Connolly. Calling at Eden Key, Faraday Road, West Benton, Benton, Cambridge Street Parkway, Ashland Park, and Connolly. The next station is Eden Key.
See, I should have had the 165, or just the regular 165 on here. Before, because I have an asterisk on the Morganstown shuttle, which is only available for 2-car trains. And I have listed the 143165, which is this one, 171 and 195-0 or /0. But I never actually had the 165 listed under the train class. So yeah, I don't know what happened with that, but oversight, I guess. So yeah, one reason I feel like I'm kind of frustrated with the updates taking longer and longer in between is because I'm building more and more points every time, and I have nothing to spend my points on.
Faraday Road, West Benton, Benton, Cambridge Street Parkway, Ashland Park, and Connolly. This train is formed of 2 coaches.
And one thing I'll mention too is I've never purchased or bought points either. They've all been earned.
Connolly. The next station is Faraday Road.
In fact, I want to see something. Transactions.
Welcome on board this Waterline service. to
Okay, we'll do.
The next station is Faraday Road.
Oh, it's my transactions. Okay. It doesn't show when they were all purchased. But I'm pretty sure the top one is the most recent one to be purchased.
We will shortly be arriving at Faraday Road. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Street Parkway, Ashland Park, and Connolly. This train is formed of 2 coaches.
So let me bring that up again.
This is Faraday
Can I just do
Road.
the up there? No.
This train is for Connolly. The next station is Westwyvern.
So I don't know if it would show any like purchase or point purchases on there if you were to purchase any points.
Welcome on board this Waterline service to Connolly.
But
The station is West
I
Benton.
mean, this just shows basically what routes or trains I'm buying with the points. So or what I've bought with the points.
We will shortly be arriving at West Benton. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
And Connolly. This train is formed of 2 coaches.
This is West Benton. This train is for Connolly. The next station is Benton.
Starting to get a little warm again. Don't have any of my fans on. Usually have them turned off for the videos, although Transportation Tuesday, or the Transportation Tuesday video I did this week, I did end up turning one of them on.
Welcome on board this Waterline service to Connolly. The next station is Benton. will shortly be arriving at Benton. Change here for services to Stepford Airport Central, Greenslade, Leighton City, Morganstown, Port Benton, St Helens Bridge and Stepford Central. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This train is formed of 2 coaches.
So yeah, as I mentioned on Tuesday as well, I mentioned that I'm going to be going to the fair this weekend. And I was actually wrong about the days that they were doing it this weekend. I said Thursday through Sunday, but it's actually just Thursday through Saturday for this second weekend. Because they actually split the fair up where I'm at into 2 separate weekends, which is very odd. I mean, they're back-to-back weekends as well. So why not have it just run continuously? I have no idea, but anyways, so probably gonna go Saturday then, since that's the last day. We'll probably go at night. Closes at 11, so that way we can see all the pretty lights. So yeah, the fair has not been great the last few years, at least the local fair, which is actually the state fair as well. And for being the state fair and being like one of the worst fairs, it's not very good. In fact, I guess this is the 175th state fair. So it's been running a long time.
Connolly. This train is formed of 2 coaches.
Usually I go to one of the other fairs in my state as well. So this one that I'm going to is the Bangor State Fair. And then usually one other fair I go to is called the Blue Hill Fair. And that one's usually pretty good. I know I went last year. I don't know if I went the year before or not. Gonna be going to that one again this year with a friend of mine, or another friend of mine. So what are we looking at on time? So we're 33 minutes into the video, so yeah, we'll have time to do at least one express route.
We will shortly be arriving at Ashland Park. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This train is formed of 2 coaches.
Well, last year with the Bangor State Fair, I
This
guess
is Ashland Park.
they only had like
Train is for Connolly.
2 people working on
Station is
or
Connolly.
on setting or getting all the details and everything for the fair. Whereas normally there's like 20. So that doesn't help. But this year I guess they had like the 20 people working on it again.
Welcome on board this Waterline service to Connolly.
And from what I've heard, they brought back a lot more food vendors than what they had previously. So that in itself is a plus. And I think there was a couple other rides that they brought back that they didn't have previously either. Although, like I mentioned on Tuesday, I don't really do any of the rides. I'm not really big on thrill rides.
This is Connolly. This train
And another thing too is I'm terrified of heights, so like the Ferris wheel is definitely a no-go. Some of those other thrill rides, that's a no-go. So there's usually not much at the fair for me, but whatever. So we're gonna switch over to Express. Minimize chat for a moment. Wait for it to load. Come on. Come on. I feel like I may need to restart the game. So you know what? I'm going to do this for a moment. I am going to restart it because obviously it's struggling right now. Okay. Yeah, we're in a different server, but that's fine. So we're gonna do play driver, and we're gonna do express 801 since, like I said, we have not done that, and we are at 37 minutes into the video. So you know, we'll do Westwyvern Express. We have not done that one. And we'll start at Stepford Depot and end at Westwyvern. Then we'll be just about an hour, or just over an hour into the video then. In fact, this train should look fairly familiar, especially if you had watched my Transportation Tuesday video, because I end up driving this train on Train Sim World 4. There we go. I mean to not go full steam because I know this train can go 125, so plus we'll be slowing down. Go down to 45 here in a moment. Got a whole bunch of dispatchers on this one. 5 dispatchers, 2 guards, and 2 signalers. And I am the only guest. Or guest rank, rather. Okay, so let me go back to my spreadsheet.
Stepford Central. This train terminates here. All change, please. Thank you for travelling with us today.
And this is route RO82. We'll continue.
The train now standing at platform 3 is the 21.
And this is the
34
Westwyvern
Stepford Express, service to
Express.
Westwyvern via Morganstown. Calling at Ellesmere Junction,
Via Morganstown, nice.
Leighton, Stepford Road,
Prefer going through Morganstown
Edgemead.
on here anyways, or an express, because
This train is
speed doesn't slow down as much as it does through
First
Benton.
class is located at the rear of the train.
Benton goes down to 30. And Morganstown, but through that way, still like 90. So, I mean, yes, once you get towards Leighton City or Leighton Stepford Road, it goes down to like 30 through there, but that doesn't, I mean, either direction you're going to be going that way anyways, so. And off we go. And this will end up being the last route we do for this episode.
Welcome on board this Stepford Express service to Westwyvern.
And so next couple of videos we're gonna do
Morganstown, Leighton Stepford Road, Leighton City, Edgemead,
we're gonna do
Westwyvern. The next
Connect.
station will be Ellesmere Junction.
of course most of the videos are gonna end up being Connect, because of course that has the most routes. And at this point it probably will be a while before we do another express. Well, actually Waterline rather, since we've done all of the routes at this point for that. We haven't done all the trains, but we've done all of the routes. Whatever.
Stop here. Please stand back from the platform edge.
My spreadsheet is all set now, all updated. One thing I've noticed too is I've done kind of like a connect 2 episodes in a row, and then I do other things, and then I do connect 2 episodes in a row, kind of, whatever. But every time I've done connects, except for the very beginning, I've had 2 episodes in a row where I've done connect. Actually slow down because we're going to be stopping up here in a little bit.
We will shortly be arriving at Ellesmere Junction. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Service to Westwyvern via Morganstown. Calling at Morganstown, Leighton, Stepford Road, Leighton City, Edgemead, and Westwyvern. This train is formed of 5 coaches. First class is located at the rear of the train.
And that's the first stop.
Ellesmere Junction.
Next stop is Morganstown.
Westwyvern. The next station will be Morganstown.
So I'm going to minimize my spreadsheet now. Don't really need it up at this point. Now, I am going to turn a fan on, so you may end up hearing some background noise or a little bit of background noise, but it may not be too prominent, I guess.
Welcome on board this Stepford Express service to Westwyvern. The next station will be Morganstown.
Now, yesterday is actually when I recorded, or no, it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before when I recorded the Transportation Tuesday video. I tried to do like a noise gate so I could have my fans on. But the thing is, obviously when I talk, it's going to allow all noise in. So you'd still be able to hear the fan when I'm talking. It's just when I'm not talking, you wouldn't hear the fan. But that's fine. Like I said, with this one fan, it's not wicked loud, especially on the low. So you may not even notice it really. My other fan that I have is actually a Ryobi fan, which I absolutely love. And even on low on that one, you'd definitely be able to hear it. In fact, I bring that to the bowling alley with me.
We will shortly be arriving at Morganstown.
Speaking of which, yeah, I've been struggling. I struggled a little bit last night when I bowled. Tuesday night, rather. And, which as of me recording this was last night. But anyways, I struggled a little bit. Still at a 400 series, which I'm happy with, but 500 did I say? 400 series.
This train is for
It was a low 400, so at least it was a 400.
Leighton
But
Stepford
I know I can definitely. My average generally is like a 480 series. So. Summer League is actually almost over. Oh, that's funny. My ear is poking through by the light there. I was wondering what was going on there, and then I realized it was the ear. And, so yeah, we got one more week left of Summer League. And then we got 1 week off. That's when we're getting our money from the Summer League. And they're going to do a 9-pin no-tap thing, which is free for us, which is awesome. So we'll do that. And then the week after, my Wednesday night league will start up. And then the week after that, my Friday night league will start up. Guess I bowl 2 leagues during the fall. So do Monday or Wednesdays and Fridays. During the summer right now it's Tuesdays.
Welcome on board this
So with that, my recording schedule, well, actually not really, because my buddy, he doesn't bowl on my team on Wednesdays, but he bowls with me on Fridays, and we usually hang out during the day before bowling. And he bowls with me on Tuesdays during the summer. So, because I was going to say my recording schedule is going to change a little bit, but it's actually really not. So, I don't generally record on Fridays anyways, so that works out. And if I do end up getting this job as well, it's not going to affect my recording schedule because the job is listed as 8 to 1, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. It's a part-time job, which is good for now. So yeah. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that. But yeah. And it'll get me into my internship for my school as well, for schooling. Because I'm going to school for accounting, and this would be part-time payroll finance. That's what the job's listed as, so. So yeah, like I said, with that won't affect my schedule, my recording schedule. It's just, once again, certain videos I may not necessarily feel like recording. Like this series, I'm not recording nearly as often as I had been right now. And I'm not really getting burnt out, per se. It's just I don't really feel like doing it almost every week. Right now, and I mentioned this in one of my other videos too. Right now, I want to play more Minecraft. Do more videos on that.
We will shortly be arriving at Leighton Stepford Road. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Got a Airlink train over here. 802 train.
Leighton City, Edgemead, and Westwyvern. This train is formed of 5 coaches. First class is located at the rear of the train.
This is Leighton Stepford Road. This train is for Westwyvern. The next
Wow,
station
this guy's old. 15. Wow.
Approaching platform 3 does not
I've probably mentioned things that kind of
on the platform edge.
date me. Well, I say date me, but kind of give away my age. Which is fine. I mean, I might have actually mentioned it too.
Stepford Express service to Westwyvern. The next station will be Leighton City. We will shortly be arriving at Leighton City. Change here for trains to Leighton West and Lynn by the Sea. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
So yeah, when it's crazy to think that we are basically, we are in August as of this video going up now.
5 coaches.
And it's crazy to think that it is August at this point. Like my dad's birthday is tomorrow
Platform 2.
when this video goes up.
21.
The next station will be
Stepford Express. Service to Lynn by the
We
Sea.
finally find a good spot there.
Calling at Lynn by the Sea only. This train is formed of 5 coaches. First class is located at the rear of the train.
Now I just realized that we got 3 stops or stations in a row that we stop at in this area. And this guy dispatched me on red. Good job. Had I closed my doors? It looks like I have, actually, yeah. Oh well. It looked like he let the other guy go because the other guy doesn't stop where I'm stopping at, so I'd be holding them up.
welcome on board this Stepford Express service to Westwyvern. we will call at Edgemead and Westwyvern. The next station will be Edgemead.
For a moment there, I was like thinking, what happened to the music? But apparently it was just either a really long outro thing, or it was just really quiet at the end of the last song. Got 2 stations left, Edgemead and then Westwyvern. Next train.
Be arriving at Edgemead. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
21:49. Stepford Express. Service
Now, one thing I know with these signalers on this game is they can only control certain signals. I mean, of course, they only signal certain zones as well. But within those zones, they can only
Is for
do certain signals.
the next station will be
And then, and they can't change the switches. It's just the signals that they do. Although you'd think they'd be able to change the switches, but apparently not.
welcome on
And that's one thing I am going to do at some point as well with this series. I'm not going to do just the routes, although I want to get those out of the way first. But at some point I do want to showcase the other roles of this server, or game rather. Because I do have my own personal server, and on your personal server, it doesn't matter what role you have, you can do any of the roles in game. And I do have obviously a second Roblox account. And I have my laptop right next to me, so it'd be easy enough for me to be able to do a train and be able to showcase the other roles that way.
Please stand back from the platform edge.
So I'm almost thinking what I may end up doing after the
Does not stop here. Please.
next week's Transportation Tuesday. I'm going to do Train Sim World again, 4 again next week. But I think what I may do is I may go to a console game
Stop here.
and do like Midnight Club or Need for Speed or something like that. Maybe Midnight Club. Because that technically would fall under, and I've kind of mentioned about that too. Big hiccup there. That would fall under transportation themed. Because it's racing, it's with cars, and cars are transportation, so. So we're just over an hour into the recording now. A few seconds over, rather. The next song we're gonna have to cut off, unfortunately. Did end up slowing down more than I needed to, but that's fine.
We will shortly be arriving at Westwyvern. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This train terminates here. All change, please.
So yeah, so far it seemed like we only had a couple hiccups on Roblox here with the recording, and that was just recently. But for the most part it seemed like we weren't lagging too badly, not like we had been, like I said. So I think with this desktop setup, the way I'm doing it with the recording, might be slightly better. It's not as taxing on my graphics card. Which I should put in the retirement home at this point, but anyways, yeah, so like I said, I definitely need to get new parts at some point, but don't have the money for it right now. But anyways, so we're gonna do Express, and we finished off at Westwyvern, and we're gonna chill on the platform here while we're doing the outro. So yeah, like I said, I am going to record Monday's Minecraft Monday video right after this. And then I'm going to... Well, I'm not going to record the Transportation Tuesday right yet, but I will have that fairly soon as well. I was going to say, it looked like my eyes are glistening, but it's just, I think, a graphical error thing. But yeah, anyways, so once again, hopefully you've all enjoyed this video. We're getting there on this series, but yeah. Like I said, no guarantee there'll be another video for this next week, but we'll see. Anyways, that is just about going to do it for this video though, so hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you leave a thumbs up. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!